Welcome back to the Alexis Tipton Show, the only show you should be watching. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. I just want to say, I want to start off. We're at 50 subscribers, y'all. That's crazy for me. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I'm so blessed. I'm so excited. I'm just glad people like my videos. Slow process, and I've been like in and out of it, unfortunately, but you know, the holidays are just busy. But anyways, enough about that. Today is a mukbang story time about last year's New Year's. I kind of wanted to be on theme, and last year was a complete show, so I just want to share my story. But before we get into it, let's go ahead and pray, and then we'll talk about it. Okay, so today I have Chick-fil-A, obviously. I got the grilled chicken ranch cool wrap thing. I also got a small mac and cheese and a spicy chicken deluxe and some fries and a Sprite. This is Sprite. Let me get set up and then we'll get into it. Okay, so last year, 2021, me and an old family friend, we threw a New Year's party at my grandma's house. It was beautiful. I'll insert pictures. I even made like a, I guess you could say like a charcuterie board cheese platter kind of tray. It wasn't on a charcuterie board, but anyways. We went all out on decorations. We went all out on like our, what is it? Like attire, like the theme. It was just supposed to be classy. Everything about it was classy. It was fun. I knew I was going to get turned up. I knew I was going to get turned up. The night was absolutely fun. Like, everyone was in good spirit. So let's eat, because actually I'm thinking about it. The video is kind of short. Turned up, drank a Four Loko. Don't know how many shots I had. It was a great time. All my cousins were around. Family's my favorite. Like, I'll always get turned up with family. And so anyways, towards the end of the night, I needed to charge my phone. I think the ball had already dropped. Great time. Yeah, the ball had already dropped. I go to lay down by accident. Well, I guess it wasn't an accident because I went to go charge my phone. But I was laying on my cousin's bed and I fell asleep. Like, I accidentally fell asleep. That was not intended. I wasn't supposed to sleep there. That wasn't my, like, motive. I was just charging my phone. Obviously, I'm so plastered I didn't realize I fell asleep, or else I would have woken up. I didn't even know I was asleep. Next thing I know, I'm being woken up to my cousin's poking me all over me, tickling my feet, just like messing with me. And I'm like faded, and I'm like, stop bothering me. Like, I'm just trying to sleep. And I'm yelling for my grandma. I'm like, Grandma. She ends up coming and she goes, Lexi, you can't lay in here. This isn't your bed. Mind you, it's my little cousin's bed. Me and my little cousin, my sister, we're girls. Like, we used to sleep together all the time. Like, I didn't know it was an issue. Like, I don't know. I was just feeling like we're family. Like, you're pushing me out. Like, first of all, I wasn't even like trying to sleep here on purpose. I just fell asleep. And I was so faded, I just low-key wanted to like sleep it off. And then I would have moved. That's, I guess, my way of thinking. But, and so, yeah, my grandma was like, no, you can't sleep in here. You can't sleep in here. And all my cousins are just like in the room watching. Like, there's at least 7 of, like, there were so many people watching. It's just like, are you kidding me? Like, I'm gonna go ahead and eat some macaroni and cheese. I get up and I'm just so upset. I feel like I'm so hurt. I felt like in that moment like I was being outcasted, and that sounds so dramatic, but honestly that's what it felt like. Like, of course, when you're, drunk, everything seems more dramatic than it is. I'm more dramatic than I should be. But I get up and I get out of the room and I'm cursing everybody out, my grandma included. I just was like, don't talk to me. Like, F everybody. I'm so upset. I'm feeling so hurt. Like, leave me alone. Like, literally leave me alone. And everyone's like, Lex, you can just sleep on the couch. And I, like, honestly, that's what I was going to do in the first place. But I was just so mad that, like, people were, like, wanting me out so bad at the same time that I just didn't care. At the time, I had my boyfriend. And we're not together anymore. But I called him. I knew he was working. And I was like, I just can't be around these. I remember being like, walking out in the cold, no shoes on, just my dress. And being like, I can't believe these people. Like, I don't even know these people. I don't know why they're following me. And he's like, what people? What people? This fool so quick goes to his, whoever was in charge, I guess, and was like, I gotta go. It's emergency. I gotta leave. I'll be back. And they were just like, okay. And he literally leaves work. He leaves work and he comes to me. I'm like almost at the road at this point, like a main street road. All my cousins are literally like following me in a big group. Like, I have so many, my sister included. And I'm just like, get away. Like, I don't want to talk to any of you. Like, none of you mean anything to me right now. And then my ex pulls up and I get in the car and my sister comes to the door and I was so mad. I was like, stop talking to him. I was just telling him to like go. Like, I don't want to talk to her. Like, they're all stupid. Like, I'm so upset. I'm so upset. Anyways, I get in the car and he drives off and I'm just start sobbing, crying, like hysterically crying. Like, I was like, you guys have no idea how hurt I was. Like, I felt horrible. And then like, I just remember that I was like cussing at my grandma and that made me feel worse. Like, I just felt like it was so bad. It was so bad. But then he comes back around the neighborhood and drops me off. I just didn't want to leave him. Like, I just felt like I was so like, I felt loved by him. So I was like, I don't want to leave the love. But I don't know. Yeah. I ended up, he had to obviously go back to work. I ended up going back into my grandma's house just to get my keys. And they were like, take your keys, take your keys. I was like, I'm not gonna leave. You guys are stupid. Like, I just was gonna sleep in my car. Like, I didn't want to be in the house. I didn't feel comfortable. Like, I felt like just pushed out. So I slept in my car. It was so cold. When I say it was so cold, it was so cold. But anyways, yeah, I slept in my car. And then it was like 6 in the morning. And obviously I wasn't really drunk anymore. So I drove home. My dad was still asleep. So he had to open up the door. And then I literally just went straight to bed. And I slept all day. And then, I don't know. My one cousin that was visiting, he was like, are you okay? Like, you know, he had, because that whole weekend was really a lot of fun. It was so much fun. And I felt like we were on such a good, like, streak of just, like, having the most fun. And then that happened, and it was just like, meh. But it didn't take away from, like, the memories that we made beforehand, so. But yeah, that's my New Year's, my last year's New Year's story time. And, oh, for this year, I wanted to do another party at my grandma's house, because she just has, like, the biggest house. And so I came up with the idea of, like, the charcuterie board night. So everybody brings, like, whatever they want on the charcuterie board, and then that's just what everybody eats for the whole night. So she didn't have to worry about, like, dishes and cleaning up and things like that. And she never got back to me. She never texted me back. So I thought she was just, like, gonna, like, want to say no because of what happened last year, which I would have understood completely. But no, she's like, oh, I think it's a great idea. I think we should totally do that. I was like, okay, cool. And she didn't bring it last year, so yeah, hopefully this year's gonna be a lot better. I want to vlog it all, actually, so you guys can, like, come along with me for the ride into the new year. But I hope you guys enjoyed that story time. Yeah, follow me on, I'm done eating, by the way, I'm full. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and I'll be right here for you. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Happy New Year.